Good morning, everyone. It's Rifcal. We're playing some more Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. And today we're heading into the Lunar Subterrane. Crystal Palace. So this is a huge area. We have our final party. We are told the spirits of the Lunarians are going to guide us to the core, or the spirits of the crystals, whatever it is. And we get teleported down into inside the moon, the lunar subterrane. This area is full of secret passages, trapped chests, and bosses that drop really good legendary gear. So most likely this video is going to be taking out as many of the bosses and trap chests as we can, and the follow-up video will probably be taking on Zeromus and wrapping everything up. I can't remember. I think there's some post-game stuff that they added into this as well, so we might get to that during a follow-up video as well. I do have double XP no encounters on still. Sage's Staff. I believe Sage's Staff is Rosa's best weapon if we are leaving her as a caster. It has a 15 spirit, which is the white magic stat. Pointless secret passages, hooray! I believe this is, yeah. The secret of this blade I bring death. This is the white dragon. So, White Dragon, or Pale Dim, as it is called in the original, is weak to dragon-type attacks, which... That's right, he counters with Earthquake, I forgot about that. And counters every physical attack you do with Slow. So basically, all we do... This is a little bit scarier than the original once again. Let's actually cast Float on our whole party. Maelstrom brings everybody down to low hit points. That actually can work to our advantage, though, as long as he's using physical attacks. I guess I don't think he... Yeah. We should be okay. So I'm going to toss an elixir at Cecil. Because as long as they are doing single target attacks, they're now going to be targeting just Cecil. Mega Flare, they're going to counter with Earthquake, but we know that's going to miss everybody. I forgot about the fact that Slow doesn't work the same as it did in the original game. So it's a little bit scarier. There we go. Thundaga and Full Life. and the Murasame. One boss down, one legendary weapon acquired. And with that, we're going to go ahead and teleport out because we'd just be backtracking. Quick heal. Yeah. Flame Whip, which is one of Rydia's best offensive weapons, but it actually lowers her casting stats. Dragon Shield. We're actually going to equip this on Cecil instead of Kain. Reduces your, or gives you resistance to all 3 core elements. So fire, ice, and lightning. Artemis arrows, which actually I might go ahead and equip on Rosa. I know I just switched her off of bow, but I think if we go Artemis arrow, arrows are effective against dragons, so she's going to be able to do tons of damage to the other dragon bosses, as well as the dragon enemies, which we will be seeing shortly. Hey, it's our buddy Behemoth again. Get a couple blinks on. I think Edge might be able to no, maybe not. I was gonna say I think Edge might be able to outdamage Cecil, but apparently I'm wrong. Honestly, Behemoths might be the most obnoxious enemy in the game. Like, I feel like that's a fair assessment. Well, King got his Protect up at least. Stardust Rod. So we just got 2 items for Rydia. Now, you can see the Flame Whip gives her a slight boost to attack that is still nowhere near the attack rating of any of the other characters. Gives her a +5 to Strength, Agility, Stamina, but also lowers her casting stat. Meanwhile, the Stardust Rod gives her a +15 to Intellect and uses Comet when used in battle. Awesome weapon. Sure. There's the dragons. these things hit like a ton of bricks. So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and do Ashura. So the Dragon Shield also protects you from dragons. What this means is that all of these characters are going to be taking less damage from Cecil, or because Cecil is using Protect. And never mind, this is not working the way I wanted it to. This should do something good. Well, that's not great. I'm just going to keep tossing Ashura, because eventually she'll hopefully cast the life effect and get everybody else back up. This is not going how I envisioned it. I mentioned, I think during the last one, that during this part of the game, the enemies genuinely are harder than the bosses in a lot of ways. They still have tons of hit points, but they are... There we go. Oh, and just for the record, instant death I don't believe works on these guys. They're at least resistant to it. Come on, Rosa, any day now. As you can see there with the Artemis arrows, Rosa is out-damaging Cecil. I'm gonna toss a Spider Silk, because I'm getting really annoyed with this fight. Let's see if I can pull this off now that I'm down to one dragon. Does mean they're going to start using Heat Ray, apparently. See, that's what I was trying to do earlier. All we needed was for her to just get a chance. So this is good, but I'm actually not going to equip the Crystal Shield yet, because I want Cecil to be strong against dragons during this part. Protect Ring. One of the best pieces of defensive gear. Also, just for the sake of saying it, behemoths are not dragons. Rydia finally gets Quake. Crystal Mail. So Crystal Mail is actually a really interesting piece of armor for Cecil, because it prevents a lot of status ailments. It doesn't list what those are here. One of them, however, is Berserk. You know, the thing that we use frequently to fight monsters. I'm gonna go ahead and do Spider Silk here. And I think I'm just gonna try Berserking Rosa early again. If we get lucky, we did not get lucky, but if we do, we might be okay. There we go. Lucky looks like Cecil taking lots of hits for people. There's our crystal gloves. Those are an upgrade for us. White Robe is an awesome piece of defensive gear for Rosa. I think these guys count as undead that are weak to healing. Yes. That was a way cleaner fight than most of the ones we've been running into. Go Crystal Helm there. Resistant to undead. All of his stuff is resistant to undead, which is why we're keeping the Dragon Shield on. This is the room where, if you wanted to, you could farm for pink puffs. Pink puffs have a very low chance drop. Of a... Wait, that's right. Of an item called the Pink Tail, which will let you get the Adamant Armor, the ultimate armor in the game. We're not going to be doing that because it is a very low drop chance, and quite frankly, it breaks the game even more than the game is already broken. I can't remember if this actually works well or not. I thought behemoths were very magic resistant, but I also know that Bahamut has a very high magic rating, so it bursts through a lot of what would normally be very magic resistant. And we will second protectoring. There we go. We will not be... We will not be healing after that fight because there's a save point right here. Dark Bahamut leads off with Mega Flare. We apparently survived. So he's going to start reflecting flares. That is not what we wanted. So after that first Mega Flare, all he does is reflect flares. Basically, this is a matter of getting back on our feet. Because once we get back up and running, we'll be okay. AKA, if we get a lucky Ashura, we did not. Rydia has ridiculous magic defense. There we go. Everybody back up on their feet. So now the trick is... he can only hit one person at a time. So we just have to keep rotating to get people back up. And I think we're now at a point where he won't be able to one-shot most of our characters that are up. So we can start fighting back. You have to get everybody up and get a heal. I forgot that he counters your Mega Flare with his Mega Flare. Or actually, I don't know if I knew that he did that. So, either way. So actually what I'm gonna do... I would have preferred to have Lunar Curtains for this fight. But I'm gonna turn battle speed down to very slow so that I have... what the heck? That's the first time Rydia's gotten taken out by a Mega Flare. Since I started. Okay, everybody is up. He hasn't even cast Reflect on himself yet. So we have a little bit of time here. I'm gonna hope that we get lucky and get a heal. We did not, but it did get edged back up. We basically just have to get Rosa a turn. Get a Kiraja off. And don't be an idiot and get blasted again. Okay. This is a good time to use the knife. Rosa should be able to take this on the chin. Yeah, I'm really not sure why Rosa's not the one who was surviving. White Robe has huge magic defense. Anybody but Rosa. Thank you. Is a dragon, so Rosa does extra damage, but I feel like we do need to keep healing here. So I'm not gonna berserk her. In a lot of ways, this starts out as one of the most challenging bosses. Like, if you're not high enough level, you just die. Immediately, that first Mega Flare just wipes you out. Which makes it very intimidating. If you're a little over-leveled, it's not intimidating at all. Because you survive, you just have to heal up, and then he starts maybe hitting one person at a time. But we're kind of in a middle ground here where it is scary enough, but once you get into it, once you get a rhythm going, it's really not that bad. And I believe that should be Ragnarok, yeah. Which was Crystal Sword in the original versions. Significantly higher stats here. Holy Element. Cecil has just become the monster that he will be for the rest of the game. And quite frankly, that is why we don't use the crystal armor. Because Cecil is ridiculous, and we want him berserked as much as we can get away with. I forgot to turn the battle speed back up. So at this point, Cecil is doing about twice as much damage as anyone else. We're really getting into the ridiculous aspect. This is another piece of gear that is really weird to get this late in the game. If you just go and equip it, it has the best defense for Rosa, but it lowers her magic defense. It significantly lowers her casting stats, and it generally just makes her a lot, but it makes her a lot stronger physically. We're actually going to do that for one upcoming fight, I believe. Yes. We've got enough cottages left at this point that we can just burn through them. There are 4 boss fights left. We've got more than 4 cottages. So Plague all Plague does is put a countdown on you. The way we're going to get around this... Oh, they changed how it works in this one. But we should be fine. So I'll just stop fussing and being clever and just smack him real hard. So the way you do it in the original game is he redoes the timer every time you change, or every time there's, as long as there is one character without a timer, he'll redo it on everybody, which resets it. So the way we get around that is use the bomb core to explode, and in the process of that, when you bring Edge back up, he doesn't have a timer anymore. And so his timer is, but in this case, his timer ends up not synced up with everybody else's. However, in the original game, it would just keep resetting everyone's timers every time you did that. So you just get one person up at a time, drop another person, get one person up, drop another person, and it keeps resetting. Now, we have enough damage that that was not an issue anyway. By the way, that was the fight that I wanted the Minerva Bustier for. Specifically... the reason we want it for that fight is because Plague is a flying enemy, therefore weak to bow and arrow. We do want to switch back here. Holy Lance. We're going to switch over, make Cecil into kind of his final form here. The Black Belt Gi actually gives him a huge evasion bump, which is really cool, as well as strength and stamina. Now, the reason that that strength bump matters so much is because it increases your attack multiplier. If you go over to the status page, you can see here 12 times 232. And that 12 times is based on your strength score. So I don't know exactly how it all matches up, but basically the fact that Cecil is getting those, if we like removed the black belt from him. Now we're down to 11 times. So it's not just that 1 point of attack damage that he's getting, it's an entire multiplier that's affected by that. And it's one of those hidden mechanics that they don't really show you in the game that I think is really cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and do the one more fight that we've got right in front of us. So these guys are really interesting in that they do some really nasty counterattacks. Depending on what you use. Let's go Stardust. That's not what they're supposed to do. I'm very confused. This is another one where they might have changed the script. Yeah. Yeah, so in the original game, that's not exactly how the script works, but that's okay. I think we can take their bio hits, so this could be a lot worse. We're almost down to 1. There we go. I think we're good now. This round should finish it between jumping with the White Spear or Holy Lance and Cecil using... well, maybe not. I think we'll be... yeah. Ragnarok is silly. That gives us 2 ribbons. Ribbon is a slightly worse casting stat, but it is the best defensive item for several of our characters. And actually, I'm gonna do something a little weird here. I'm gonna equip this on Cecil. If he's covering people, I don't want him getting stats effects. That's simple. That puts us a pretty good stopping spot, I think. All we've got left is the last haul down the Lunar subterrane. We've got one more boss left before we get to the final boss, plus some trap chests along the way. Get the rest of the Dragoon gear. That'll be for next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. As always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.